you're really not sure what happened. But, oh look, you are literally so clueless as to why this connection occurred. That's the truth. You felt like that was who you were supposed to be with, but yet it's like you love them and you hated them at the same time. It's like you literally couldn't stay away from them, but also you couldn't be around them because you fucking hated them. But your soul like needed them. It was very crazy. They were so like, y'all had very sweet moments for sure. Like where y'all's souls like intertwined, like a puzzle piece that you've been needing your whole life, and it fit so perfect. And you literally couldn't understand how you would ever think you could be with anyone else because this was your person. And you literally can't breathe without them. But in the same time, they made you feel unstable and ungrounded. They made you feel off-center. They made you feel insecure. They made you feel angry. They made you feel empty. They made you feel like, what the f is wrong with you? I don't ever want to see this person again. I hate them. I can't stand them. And it's like part of them brought out like your inner child a little bit, where you were able to be like sweet and you know, relax and be yourself, you know. And the other part of them literally made you want to dominate them and hide them in a dumpster somewhere. It's like you've never been so sure of anything in your life and so unsure of anything in your life at the same time, consecutively, simultaneously, side by side, in unison. It's like one part of them made you feel so balanced and graceful and even and patient and loving and yourself, angelic. I mean, you were angelic around them. And then the other part of you was like, I need to make a decision to get the fuck out of here. I need to run and flee. Like, this is not a drill. Get me out of here. You've never gotten to the point where you've invested so much of your time into this person, and everything has shattered. You thought it was going to be the same way as it always has been, where y'all break up, get back together, you hate each other, you love each other, you need a break, you come back, you're fine. But in this case, it's different this time. Because the last couple of times, to be honest, that y'all kind of split or got into it and got back together, it felt different. Y'all started to sort of be less and less connected. And when y'all came back together, the energy almost felt stagnant. And you found yourself having to sort of remove your emotions from the equation and really think logically. And I'm hearing, watch your back. That's what I'm hearing. You even had to act like you didn't see some things that you saw because you saw them. You kind of got tired of pouring into them while they drained you. And I'm sure they felt the same, but you couldn't understand why. Because in the beginning, it's like y'all's bond was cosmic, otherworldly. It was like y'all both came with your own cup that was filled, and y'all just continued to fill each other's cups up. And they healed your trauma from your past, and you finally opened up. You were finally like vulnerable. But over time, it's like y'all just kept kind of slipping away, and it became less and less worth it. It started to get very toxic. It did. And you started to feel like trapped by this person, but also like you couldn't reach them. It's like they had a hold on you and you wanted to leave, but also they were not there and you could not keep them. 50-50, not even 49-51. This was for real. And part of you was like, you knew as the bond was dying that you were already mourning them before they were gone, because you could feel it slipping. And it got to the point where even when they were in the same room as you, you didn't exist. You could not reach them. You could feel them sort of emotionally distancing themselves and checking out. You could feel their mind elsewhere. You still felt so bound to this person, though, at the same time. Y'all were chained together. It became very intense, but in a dull way, because it was dying. And you knew that even though y'all started this relationship holding hands, it started to slip. You could feel their hands slipping away from you, and you knew what was about to happen. You could feel it, but your heart wasn't ready for that, and you fought it real hard. They started getting kind of hot and cold with you, kind of not able to fully commit, and you could like, look, as they're getting hot and cold and not fully able to commit and moving slow, almost stagnant, the world card is sticking out of the top. It's like you knew the end was near. You knew. What else is this? Wow. It was like kind of time to start nurturing yourself and pouring into yourself, but there's no way you could have done that. July 8th could be significant. You just, even though you were in pain, it says everything is fine. It's like you really tried. You really tried to just hold on. It's like you could not imagine a life without them. But you just knew that they weren't going to be around anymore. You could feel it sort of dying off and transforming, and your heart was breaking. And you tried everything. You did. You tried everything. July 4th, July 3rd, April 4th, April 7th, April 3rd. March 4th, March 7th. Libra and Scorpio vibes. You had to get very matter of fact. August 9th could be significant. It's like, even though it felt unfair, you had to start planning your future without them, but you felt so empty inside. You literally like could not make yourself do it. You started to sort of disassociate almost and disconnect from yourself because you actually couldn't take it. August 31st, I don't know if there's a 31st of August, but that could be significant. You got really, really Pisces energy. You got really kind of stuck and stagnant, and you felt like you couldn't move forward, and you had to really retreat. Yeah, I mean, your soul was, I mean, it was shattered. For real. September 2nd could be significant. This Ten of Swords and Ten of Wands does not want to leave. It's like you tried to even manipulate yourself to sort of still remain sweet and emotionally in tune and vulnerable, but you really just kind of got a little selfish and cold and defensive because you could not understand. It's like you had to harden yourself just to get through it. You really disconnected yourself from yourself. You really had to go into autopilot and sort of stabilize yourself because you couldn't feel feelings at that point. What if I told you that the reason that you were forced to do this, the reason you were forced to go through this heartbreak, this soul-shattering, painful situation, was to show you that it was time to sort of let go of the illusions. You were sort of needing to see, that true love was still possible, because I think a part of you had given that up before this person came along. You did, absolutely. October could be significant. April 9th, September 4th, April 10th, September 10th. Number 11, it could be life path 7, life path 4, life path 11, life path 2, Gemini energy on the board, Leo energy. In essence, even though it felt really confusing November 16th, you really were able to narrow it down, what you needed and what you could never put up with again.